I survive the whole thing, which I believe I will.
Okay.
For me, it's more of a challenge, like I said before. I like challenges, so it's not. I don't see it as something that's going to be hard to do. I'm just going to have to keep my focus and just work it out like I do every day, but just change my workout and be more sensible to the fact that I'm going to be playing professional football in 5 months from now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. Are you gonna get the whole team there sitting in lotus position and meditating? Wouldn't that be neat?
That would be actually. I will continue to do my qigong and my tai chi on the field. I know that when I went to university, some guys saw me doing it and they were asking me, could you show me? Could you? No. I didn't stay long enough to be able to show all of them. So. Whatever happens, I will continue doing my stuff. And if some people, because they're professional, right? So they do whatever they want. Some trainers can't even make them train with them. So, I mean, some people are going to see the effects of what I do. And for sure, I'll have people, asking, hey, why do you do that?
That's right.
So,
that's right.
Whatnot.
So who knows? Eric's your teacher, the Kung Fu teacher. Eric Gosselin is living in Sutton right now.
Yeah.
I would love to have him on the show.
That would be amazing.
By the way, so he's been training you. So who knows? Maybe Eric will be standing in front of the Alouettes as well sometime in the future. With the intention of having them do all the martial arts.
Well, you have a combination of physical, spiritual, and energetic, we could say, fields Qigong, all together. Yeah, they're big. For me, it was a revelation to understand not just training, but fitness as a whole. It was really big, and I think I understood most of it because of that. So
that's right. Yeah, it's when you get that mind-body connection that really makes sense.
Go beyond.
You go beyond your limitations. Yeah. I'd like to let our listeners know this is 99.1 FM CIDI. You're listening to The Alternatives. You have choices. I'm your host, Ilya Kavoukas, and we're talking with Félix Potvin, who's been recently invited to train with the Alouettes in Montreal because of his fitness capacities, and he blew them away in Texas on a high trainer machine from Brian Robinson. So let's continue, because I'm fascinated, of the thought that you'd be going to first of all for yourself, because a year and a half ago you wanted to be in football and you paused that for family obligations. And you spent your year and a half training in Sutton and then getting closer to, Qigong and Kung Fu. And now you're being asked to go and train with the elite athletes.
That is something that as a teenager, as I was growing up, was really big for me to actually one day, competing with these guys seemed to be so out there. But here I was... running on the machine and talking with ex-players and current players in Texas. And you know what? I could compete with them. And it's not so much of a big thing for me right now. It's just I got to keep my mind focused and actually do it, because I'll be coming in as an underdog. Nobody's going to know me. I haven't stepped in from university, so I have everything to prove. And I think that's going to be my big step, working it in.
You mentioned something about staying focused. I know myself as being in the fitness industry for a few years. I find that helps me a lot. When I'm disciplined with my exercise routine, coupled with my meditation and whatnot, I find that really helps me concentrate on everything else in my life and stay focused.
Of course. What happens is that I wrote an article in Le Tour, I think it was the last issue, to try to make people understand that when you're stepping in either to the gym or to this training room, or you're going outside to run, or you're going to the hills and stuff in sun or whatever, what you have to understand is the fact that you're looking forward to making your own fitness. It's not about what you saw on TV. It's not about what people say. It's not about whatever, You have to figure out who you are through fitness, because fitness is a big part of your life. And people need to understand that fitness is going to bring them to another level in whatever they're accomplishing in every day, you know. As you meditating every day, as you do qigong or whatever, you go for a run, you need to clear your mind, you need to gather yourself, you need to understand who you are. Most disease are going to come from stress and not feeling good with yourself. So you have to understand who you are and be comfortable with who you are at any given moment. So I think fitness as a whole, not just exercise, which exercise basically means you just, grab some weights and push them or go for a run and that's it. Fitness brings you to clear your mind, understand who you are, and move forward through that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I find when I push my boundaries, when I change my program often, it pushes me. Mm-hmm. Because if you stick to the same program for months on end, which often you see that in gyms because people get comfortable, you're not really pushing yourself. Mm-hmm. So you're challenging your muscles, but then it's also you're challenging yourself, They've got these commercials now on Nautilus Plus, I think. Is it they're having these commercials where they're showing these people really strong,
I didn't see it.
I don't know if it's Nautilus Plus or the Energy. So anyways, they're like really scrunched up face. That's all you see on the image. And they're like really sweating. And then you see them, they pull away, the camera pulls away and they're pushing a machine or standing on a balance board. And then the fitness instructors are pushing and they're saying something like, improve your life, So it's so true, you're pushing yourself and you're challenging yourself, and that's helping you face other challenges in life.
Of course.
Emotional challenges and challenges at work and whatnot. So I'm definitely a big pusher of fitness.
I don't know how. What I was explaining to someone yesterday is that most people in life are just going to go along at a certain a certain rhythm, and when it's going to come time to work out, they're just going to keep that rhythm. So they're actually not pushing anything, or they're not having effect on their body. I was telling that person that if you're looking forward to make changes in your life to feel better, you have to challenge yourself every time you step into whatever exercise you're doing. You have to understand what you're doing and push it as much as you can.
That's right. Yeah. Always have an objective, a goal, and always stick to it, and always push that goal a little further. I remember they asked Tina Turner, did you ever think you were going to get to be this big and this famous? And her response was, well, I'm just glad I dreamed big.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
So, keep pushing yourself and keep extending those boundaries further and further. Well, listen, Felix, I'm so glad you came today, and we had this wonderful conversation. I wish you the best of luck in whatever happens in your future. I'm sure you'll be successful.
Thank you.
Staying focused.
It was amazing.
And concentrated on being the best that you can be.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to The Alternatives. You Have Choices. I'm your host, Ilya Kavoukas. This is brought to you by the Sunshine Center. Sunshinecenter.ca is where you can reach us. Also 450-538-1111. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.